Good morning, dear students, respected teachers, and respected officers of MCGM. I am Mahesh sir from Andheri West English UPS School. Before starting the lesson, there are some instructions for the students. First, I will ask you some questions, and if you know the answer, then write the answer in the chat box. If you understood the sum, then give a thumbs up, or you can write in the chat box. If you have to say something, raise your hand and Bhavesh sir will unmute you, then you can speak. This online study is for you, so be attentive and listen carefully to the session. That we will start our session with a thought, that is, everything is easy when you are busy, but nothing is easy when you are lazy. Right? So this thought, it tells us that we don't have to be lazy. That if we have to achieve something in life, right? So we uh, don't have to be lazy. Right? Now you can see here that there is a circle made up of chart paper. Right? In that you can see that is three parts are there. Right? Total circle is there, and I have made three parts out of that. Right? So each part, right, if you have to write information about one part, right, so there are three parts. Right? Out of that three part, right, if I am writing about the yellow color, right, if I am writing about yellow color, right, then one part is yellow out of that three part. Right? So this, right, is not a total number. Right? So this is called as a fraction. Right? You have studied in the lower standard that this type of number, right, where some number is written above the line and another number is written below the line, right, that is called as a fraction. Right? So we will start. Right? So basic of fraction, right, you know, that is above the line. Right? The number which is written above the line, that it is called as numerator, and the number which is written below the line, it is called as denominator. Right? And that how we can read this fraction, that we read this fraction as 1 upon 3. Right? So this is one fraction. Suppose now, now if we consider the yellow part, right, so two parts are yellow and one part is blue. Right? That is, out of three parts, two parts are yellow. Right? So now we can write as, here we will write here 2 upon 3. Right? So 1 upon 3, 2 upon 3 again. Right? This 2 is called as the numerator and this 3 is called as a denominator. Right? So here we will introduce the term, that is, what is the meaning of fraction. Right? So fraction, what is the meaning of fraction? So fraction is a part of a whole. Right? Fraction means what? A part of a whole is called as a fraction. Right? So total some part will be there. Right? So from that, suppose here three parts are there. Right? So from that three part, right, either I am writing about one part or I am writing about two part. Right? Then that is called as a fraction. Right? So in that fraction, that fraction comprises of main two part. Right? First will be what? Numerator. Right? So what is the meaning of numerator? The number above the line, right, in a fraction is called as a numerator. Here you can see 2 is the numerator. Right? The last one, that is called as denominator. Right? So the number below the line is called, in a fraction, is called as a denominator, right? So here we can see that 3 is our denominator, right? So these three things you should know. That is, first, what is the meaning of fraction, then what is the meaning of numerator, and then last, that is denominator, right? I hope you have understood this. That is, fraction, a part of a whole, is called fraction. Numerator, the number above the line in a fraction, is called as a numerator. And denominator, the number below the line in a fraction, is called as a denominator, right? So I hope you have understood this, right? So we will move on to some game means that how to identify the fraction, right? And you have to tell me the answer, right? So now you can see one I will solve for you, and then you have to try to solve the others, right? So first, right, what you have to do here, identify the fraction, right? So here, in all the shapes, right, red part is there, right? So we will consider only for red part, right? So first sum, I will tell you how to solve it, right? So here, total parts, right? First you have to count how many parts are there, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, right? So total 6 part are there, right? Out of 6 part, 3 parts are red, right? Because since we are writing for uh, a red color, right? So we will consider only that, right? So 3 parts are red out of 6 part, right? So this fraction I will write it as 3 upon 6, right? Can you tell me about this, that how many, you can write in the chat box, that how many red parts are there and how many green parts are there? It means total parts, and uh, how many red parts are there, right? So here, okay, yes, very good. So we can see here, that is, one part is red and total number of part is 1 2 3 4, right? So we can write this fraction as 1 upon 4, right? Then we will move on to next question, that is third one, 1 2 3 4, right? First we will count how many parts are there, right? So here 1 2 3 and 4, 4 parts are there, right? And from that 4 parts, 2 parts are red, right? So how I can write it? 2 parts are red and total parts are 4, right? So I will write it as 2 upon 4, right? Now see here, right, it is, this shape is called as a triangle, right? So in that triangle I have made 3 parts of the triangle, right? 3 equivalent part, right? So from that, one part is red, right? And total number of parts are 1 2 and 3, right? So I can write it as 1 upon 3, right? 1 upon 3 means what? One part is red and total number of parts are 3, right? This is the shape of square, right? If we consider this, total parts are 4. From that 4 parts, 1 2 and 3, 3 parts are red, right? So we will write it as 3 upon 4, means 3 parts are red and total number of parts are 4, right? In the last question, you can see that first we will count how many parts are there, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, 6 parts are there. So from that 6 7 8 9, total 9 parts are there. So from that 9 parts, 1 2 3 4, 4 parts are red, right? So I will write it as 4 upon 9, right? I hope you have understood this, right? So this I have written for red color, right? Now you can write or you can guess for green color, right? So first count how many parts are there, right? That is 6 parts are there. From that 6 part, 3 parts are green. So again, for green I will write it as 3 upon 6, right? here for the second question, for green part, 3 parts are green, right? And total number of parts are 4, right? So I will write for green part, I will write as 3 upon 4. For this third one, for blue color, right, total number of parts are 4 and blue color are 2, right? So I will write it as, for blue color it is, fraction is 2 upon 4. Here again for green color, 2 are green, right? And total number of parts are 3, right? So I will write it as 2 upon 3. Here one part is blue and total number of parts are 4, right? 1 2 3 4. So I will write it as 1 upon 4. And the last, right, for blue color, total number of parts are 9, right? So from that 5 are blue, right? So I will write it as 5 upon 9. Right? I hope you have understood what is the meaning of fraction, right? What is the meaning of denominator, what is the meaning of numerator, right? So uh, next we will move on to next concept, that in this chapter. Now if we consider this circle, right? So this circle, right, in this circle, at first we will write about its fraction, right? So here you can see that half part, right, out of total full circle, half part is blue and half part is yellow, right? So I will write only for blue color, right? So for writing blue part, right, I will write that this is the half part and this is another half part, right? So half, how I can write half, right? One, this is one part and total number of part is how much? 2, right? So for this diagram I will write it as 1 upon 2. Total 2 parts are there. From that 2 part, one part is blue, right? Now see, right, if I have to consider this, right? So now the total number of parts are 1 2 3 and 4. Total number of parts are 4, right? From that 2 parts are blue, right? So I will write here for this fraction, how I can write, 2 parts are blue out of total parts are how much? 4. So I will write it as here 2 upon 4. Now consider this circle, right? So for this circle, if you will count, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? So total number of parts are 8, right? Out of that 1 2 3 and 4, right? Out of that 8 parts, 1 2 3 4, 4 parts are blue, right? So how I can write for blue color, right? That is, blue part are 4 and total number of parts are 8, right? Now if we consider all the three, right, that is 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4 and 4 upon 8, right? So all parts are what, all the blue color are what, same, right? That is half half half, right? And these type of fractions, right, are called as equivalent fraction, right? So what is equivalent fraction, right? Suppose here, right, equivalent fraction means the fractions having the same value, right? If we consider here, right, so here 1 upon 2 means half, right? 1 upon 2 means half. 2 upon 4, again it means, in this case it is half. And 4 upon 8, again this means what, half, right? So all the values of this, all the three fractions are what, same, right? Therefore it is called as equivalent fraction, right? So these all three, right, the values are what, same, therefore they are called as equivalent fraction, right? This word has two meaning equi and valent, right? So equi means equal and valent means value, right? So the fractions having equal values, right, are called as equivalent fractions. I hope you have understood what is the meaning of equivalent fraction. Okay. So uh, next part is there, that is how to obtain, that we have to how to obtain equivalent fraction. So first you know that the equivalent fraction are having values same, right? If two fractions having value same, then it is called as equivalent fraction, right? So now how we can obtain that equivalent fraction, right? So suppose if we consider here, right, that is 1 upon 2 is there, right? I have told you that 1 upon 2 and 2 upon 4 is equivalent, right? So can I get 2 upon 4 from 1 upon 2, right? Or how I can get 2 upon 4 from 1 upon 2, right? So first we have to observe, right, that is here 4 is there in the denominator, 4 is there, and here in the denominator 2 is there, right? So if we multiply 2 by 2, then I will get 4, right? And if I will multiply 1 by 2, then I will get 2, right? So here suppose 1 upon 2 is there, right? So both in the numerator and denominator, right? If I will multiply by 2, right, then what I will get, 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4, right? So I will get this fraction, right? Now next one, that is how I can get this 4 upon 8 from 1 upon 2, right? Now uh, see carefully and tell me that is here 1 is there, and here in the numerator 4 is there, here 2 is there, and here in the denominator 8 is there, right? So how I can get 8 from 2, right? So for that we have to multiply it by we have to count the table of 2, right, up to 8. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, right? So we have to multiply it by 4, right? So 1 multiplied by 4 is equal to 4 upon 2 multiplied by 4 is equal to 8, right? So we have got this, right? So now if from this, right, that is I have 4 upon 8, right, and from that I want 1 upon 2, right? So what I will do, right, for it is what 1 upon 2 to 4 upon 8 means what, from 1 we are finding out many, right? So you know that is to find out from 1 to many we will multiply, right? And here for opposite 4 upon 8 we want 1 upon 2, right? So what you will do, from many to 1, right? If we have to find out from many to 1, right, you know that is we will divide, right? So here 4 is there and here 1 is there, in the denominator 8 is there and in the denominator 2 is there, right? So from 8 to 2, how I will do, right, I will divide 8 by 4, right? And here also I will divide by 4. So what I will do, 4 divided by 4, right, that is 4 ones are 4, right? I will get the answer as 1. 8 divided by 4, right? So here 4, the 4 twos are 8, right? So I will get the answer as 2, right? So how to obtain equivalent fraction, right? There are two ways, right? Either first I will multiply, right, or second I will divide, right? So these are the two ways, right, to get equivalent fraction, right? First what I can do, I can multiply, or second what I can do, I can divide, right? So this is about the equivalent fraction. Again we will see the definition of equivalent fraction, right? So what is equivalent fraction? Equivalent fraction, the fractions having same values, right? If the fraction, right, If two fractions have the same value, then it is called as equivalent fraction, right? Here equi means equal and valent means value, right? Then how to obtain the equivalent fraction? That how to obtain the equivalent fraction from original one? Either we can multiply or we can divide, right? If from one to many we have to do, so we have to multiply, and if for many to one we have to calculate, then we will divide, right? So I hope you have understood this concept, right? So today for concept we have studied these four concept, right? That is, first what is fraction, then what is numerator, then what is denominator, and last what is equivalent fraction. And so again I will tell you: fraction, a part of a whole, is called as a fraction. Numerator, the number above the line in a fraction, is called numerator. Denominator, the number below the line is called in a fraction, is called denominator. And equivalent fraction, the fractions having same value, right, are called as equivalent fraction, right? So I hope you have understood. So next we will try to solve some numericals based on that. So here from the problem set 17, the first question is write the proper number in the box, right? So here one fraction is given, that is 1 upon 2 is equal to, right, box, then upon 20 is there, right? So first you have to observe carefully. Here 2 is there and here 20 is there, right? So we have to observe first question, right? Read the question 2 to 3 times and then come to any conclusion, right? So here we will observe the denominator, right? Here 2 is there and here 20 is there, right? So how we can make 2 into 20, right? So here 1 to many is there, so we know that is we have to multiply, right? So 1 upon 2, right, multiply by, right? But which number we will multiply, right? So here you can uh, tell a table of 2, right? So in the table of 2, that up to 20 we have to tell, right? That is 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10, 2 six are 12, 2 sevens are 14, 2 eights are 16, 2 nines are 18, 2 tens are 20, right? So in the table of 2, 2 tens are 20 is there, right? So I will write 2 multiplied by 10. If I am multiplying here in the denominator, I have to multiply the same number in the numerator, right? So I will get 2 multiplied by 10, that is 20, and in the above 10 multiplied by 1, that is 10 ones are 10, right? So here you can see the answer is what? 10, right? I hope you have understood, right? The next one, that is second question: 3 upon 4 is equal to 15 upon question mark, right? So here again you have to observe carefully. In the numerator 3 is there and here in the numerator 15 is there, right? So we have to tell the table of 3 up to 15, right? So 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12, and 3 fives are 15, right? So you know, if we will multiply 3 by 5, I will get 15. If we are multiplying numerator by 5, again we have to multiply denominator by 5, right? So we will get 5 threes are, right, that is 15 upon 5 fours are, right? So 5 fours are 20, right? So here the fraction is what? 15 upon 20, right? Third question: question mark upon 3 is equal to 4 upon 6. Now here 3 is there and here 6 is there, right? But this fraction 4 upon 3 6 we have to convert into first fraction, right? So how will convert? Here 6 is there and here 3 is there, right? We know that if we will divide 6, right, or in the table of 3, right, 3 twos are 6 is there, right? So from this we have to get this, right? So from many we have to form 1, right? So we will divide, right? And for which number we will divide? We will divide it by 2, right? Because you know that is 3 2s are 6, right? So here first I will write this fraction, that is 4 upon 6 divide by 2. Here again divide by 2. That's what I will get. 6 divided by 2, right? That is 3. And 4 divided by 2, right? That is 2, right? So here the answer is what? 2 upon 3. Right? Here question mark again upon 5 is equal to 10 upon 25. Right? Now if we watch carefully, here 5 is there and here 25 is there, right? So 25 we have to make it as 5, right? So from many we have to go to 1, right? So how we will do it? Right? We will divide, right? That is 25 is there and 5 is there, right? So you can tell the table of 5, right? So in the table of 5, we know 5 5s are 25, right? So we will divide by 5. Right? So here you know the 5 2s are 10, so I will write here answer as 2. Again 5 5s are 25, right? So answer is what? 25, right? So here the main answer is what? 2, right? I hope you have understood this. Right? The next question, that is find an equivalent fraction with denominator 18 for each of the following fraction. Right? First you have to read the question 2 to 3 times. Right? It is written as find an equivalent fraction, right? From these given fractions we have to find out equivalent fraction of that having denominator 18, right? So 1 upon 2 is there, so instead of 2 we require 18, right? So how we will get it? Let's suppose 1 upon 2 is there, right? Means what? 1 2 is there and from 2 we have to make it as 18, right? So from 1 to many we have to make, right? So we will multiply, right? So in the table of 2, right, you have to consider that when 18 will come, right? So we know that is 2 9s are 18, right? So I will multiply the numerator and multiply by the denominator by 9, right? So here I will get 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, right? So the answer is what? 9 upon 18, right? For next question, that is 2 upon 3, right? Here 3 is there and we have to make that 3 18, right? So again we will count the table of 3 up to 18, right? So 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15 and 3 6 are 18, right? So here both the numerator and denominator we will multiply by 6, right? So I will get 6 2s are 12 and 6 3s are 18, right? So its equivalent fraction will be 12 upon 18, right? Third question, 4 upon 6, right? Again 6 we have to convert into 18, right? So we will uh, count the table of 6, right, up to 18, right? So 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18, right? So here we will multiply 6 by 3, right? To get 18, 6 3s are 18, right? Since we are multiplying 6 by 3, we will multiply 4 by 3, right? So I will get 4 into 3, that is 12 upon 6 into 3, that is 18, right? So therefore the fraction is what? Equivalent fraction is 12 upon 18. At the last sum, that is 2 upon 9. Let's suppose 2 upon 9 is there and for this 9 we have to make it as 18. So again we will tell the table of 9 up to 18, right? So 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, right? So we will multiply 9 by 2, so we will get 18, right? So 2 2s are 4 upon 9 2s are 18, right? So I have got the answer as 4 upon 18, right? So I hope you have understood the today's session. Let us stay home and stay safe. Thank you students, respected teachers and officers of MCGM for giving me this opportunity to take the online class. Thank you.